Hey guys, and welcome back to EverQuest 2. Now, the Knights of the Dead event has started. As you can see, we'll go up to the calendar, and you can see here it is Knights of the Dead. It's the Halloween, basically, the Halloween events that they have going on. Now, there's several quests you can do, and I'm going to break these up into pieces so that you can watch one quest, depending if you're having trouble with that one. Or if you want to see all of them, you can go through each and every one, and you'll get the gist of everything that you can possibly do. Now we're over here in South Qeynos, and you're going to talk to this little goblin over here. You can see where I am on the map. Let's scroll up a little so you can see I'm right there where the little red arrow is. And the entrance to Antonica is right here. And you know, if you keep going down further over here, you go to the other district. So you're going to want to talk to this little goblin right here. Want a ticket? It'll only cost you 5 silver. Well, 5 silver ain't bad. And your reply is, a ticket for what? Sure, no thanks. So a ticket for what? It's a haunted house. There's scary stuff, scary haunted stuff in there. Spiders and dirt and I want to know more. Why is it haunted? Sure, I'll buy a ticket. Or no thanks. Once there was a lady, no wait. Once there was a gentleman. He loved a lady. They had kitties. Then during the Night of the Dead, many years ago, something strange happened to the house. Peoples who brought tickets last Nights of the Dead said the house was alive. I ain't never been, so I don't really know, but I know for someone like you, it's burial full of fun. So want a ticket? And I say, sure, I'll buy a ticket now, or no thanks. So this is called The Haunting. It's level 90 because I'm level 90. Whatever level you will be is what level it should be. And I'll go ahead, turn my voice chat off real quick so that nobody can hear me. And show you what the items look like. As you can see right there, it's an arrow through the head. It's just a little fun type thing to have. You also get master dance instructions, which you'll get in there for a request. You'll also get this. You can pick between these items down here on the bottom. And you'll only be able to get one. So as you can see, it's a skeleton hanging by a chain. You also get a haunted tombstone. And as you can see, there's ghosts floating about it, which is rather cool looking effect. You also get a little snake. And zoom in so you guys can see that. And as you can see, it's spinning around over and over again. It's very creepy. And you'll get a spider. So you can choose any one of those 4 items. Plus you'll get 1 platinum and 10 gold for completing the quest. Now before we go in, guys, I want to go ahead and just warn you that the music and some of the story is quite creepy. So if you have little kids, you may not want them to watch. This isn't one of the lighter side quests that they may have. So again, just a little fair warning, guys. So we're going to go ahead and hit accept. Usually I charge 5 silver, but you look like an upstanding sort, so I'll give you a chance to go in there for free this one time. You just remember that I did this and you come back to me for all your Knights of the Dead needs, and I tell them thank you. So as you can see here, the quest is over here on the right, and it says I will need to find and release the butler spirit. There may be a note or some other clue nearby to point me in the right direction. I need to complete the Lord's to-do list to release his spirit from the house. I will need to find and release the lady spirit. I should attempt to speak with her in the cellar. I need to find and release the children's spirit. I need to find a way into their room. I need to find the Lord's coin to pay the bartender. It should be in the house somewhere. So this is the house right here. You get close enough and it will zone you in. Now the very first time you zone in, it may take you a little bit longer because you've never been in here before. But it shouldn't take too long. So this is the house right here. It's kind of creepy. You can hear the music in the background, like Ghost. Right there. And you can hear little kids kind of laughing and the sound of little bugs. So here's the butler right here. We're going to run up to him and talk to him.
Greetings.
If I could get the cleaning done. And here's his corpse right here, the butler's remains. A sword pierces through the chest of the butler's remains and buries it point deep within the walls of the house. A reddish sap appears to be slowly draining from the wall where the sword entered it. You notice a small torn piece of paper grip between the forefingers and thumb of the butler. You should look around to see if you can find what it goes to. And so if you come over here to the desk, you'll see a dusty note. It looks like something is written on this page. If you click on it, to my dearest husband, I had to leave this house. It is alive and filled with great evil. I knew that you would not come with me, since you do not believe in such things. Please finish my duties today and then meet me at the house. Sweep the entryway floor, dust the entryway furniture, and realign the entryway paintings. Your loving wife, Hildra. So apparently he never did get that mess, or he never did able to finish it, and she's probably somewhere safe by now. So all you gotta do is left click on these pieces of furniture. A little hand will pop up when you're close enough, and basically you're dusting off the furniture like she asked. These ghosts have unfinished business, which is what you're trying to finish right here. So this is a painting, which you can then hang onto the wall, and you can put it in a better spot, but once you put it down, that's where it's gonna stay. Now the paintings will only go in certain areas, so if you click on it, and I'll show you, and you move it to the wrong area, it shows up red. So it may want it right here for whatever reason. And again, you want to dust everything in here, and you want to pick up the paintings. Don't forget these little chandelier type things on the wall. You need to dust those. You also need to sweep the floor. And this painting, you need to correct it. And it doesn't even go on this wall. As you can see, it's all red. So we'll have to find the right spot for it. There we go. Maybe it did go on the wall. It wasn't just close enough. Let's go ahead and dust this as well. And as you can see, the rooms are blocked off. You can only do basically one part of the quest at a time, and then it will open up a new room to you. Don't forget to dust these bookshelves. You got 3 of them. As you see, I can't get in here. I can't go past the boards. Let's see, what else did I forget? Oh, and this one right here. And I have released the butler's spirit. As you can see, his spirit's being released, and now he's gone. What that ended up doing was making this these boards now clickable. As you can see, they highlighted. I can walk up to them and break the board so I can get past it. So now I can come over here into this room, and as you look around, it's rather cool looking. You have a tipping cup. The cup on the bar has some old heavy coins in it. It seems to be a bartender's tipping cup. So that's going to go along with one of the quests. If you looked at it earlier when I read it to you, it mentioned that we need to tip the butler. So we're going to come over here, look around. There's a corpse on the ground. A politician's remains. It appears that the bones of these remains are badly broken. The ribs where the heart would be seem to be bent and broken inwards as if his heart imploded. Well, that's kind of disturbing. There's some, the Lord's remains. The skull on these remains appears to be bashed in severely. Whatever hit his skull must have been pretty hard. You find a small quill on the remains of the Lord. Maybe he was writing something before he died. You should look around and see if you can find the other clues. So now what you're looking for is this note right here, but we're going to go ahead and talk to him real quick and see what he has to say.
Greetings.
My list. Where's my list? There's some bones over here. These remains are charred heavily, and the floor below is covered in some sort of liquid that still bubbles from time to time. So that's kind of disturbing as well. So let's go ahead and click on the list and see what it says. A note appears to have been written by a man, probably Lord. So things to do. Learn to dance with Helena. She hired instructor. They will be in the cellar. Spend some time with the kids and pay the bartender. So let's go ahead and, while we're at it, open up a new hotbar. A couple of them actually. Oh wow, I should have cleared some of these out ahead of time. All I need is a free hotbar. There we go. I can get rid of these other ones. Close these. Sorry about the wait, guys. And what we're going to do is go ahead and head downstairs anyways. So you can look around and you can see they spent some time decorating. Let's go to hotbar settings. So we're going to drag this down so it's not on the top of the screen in your way. Now the reason I open that up is for the next quest that we're going to be doing here in a minute. And that's learning to dance. As you can see over here, there is the lady of the house. And there's these ghoul dancers. Now this is kind of a hard little area to do, so we're going to talk to her first.
I greet you.
Dance instruction. You have received dance moves. Press the K key. I gotta go into hotbar settings again. So you receive dance moves. Press the K key default to open up your knowledge books, and you will find sway, spin, down, back listed under the abilities section. The ghouls are going to teach you a choreography routine followed along using the dance moves you just learned. Pay attention. If you miss too many of the moves, you will have to start over. You must match over half the moves to successfully learn the choreograph. And it says you finally here. You've been waiting forever for my love. These are the dance moves the instructors are using for the choreography. Take a look at them and let me know when you are ready to begin. Now I'm going to go ahead and change around my buttons a little bit. I want back, down first. Where's down? Here's down. So back, down, sway, and spin are the ones that I want. Now you're going to have to follow along with them as they go along. You don't want to wait until their moves are over. They won't stop their dance until the whole routine is done. So try to keep up with them as they go along. And now I'm going to tell her I'm ready. Okay, back, down, back, spin. Oh, I did sway instead. Sway. Down, down, spin. Back, sway. I think that's, I did the wrong one. So you're going to have to memorize where your buttons are. Down, back, spin, back, sway. I did the wrong one. Back, sway, back, spin, sway, sway. Sway, down, 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 spin, sway, back, down, back, back, down, down, spin, down, down, sway, spin. This is getting a little hard. Spin, sway, spin, back. Spin, 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 back, down, spin, and there we go. So we got 41 right and 9 we didn't get right, so our score is average. You don't have to get it perfect. You just have to get at least half of them right. Let's go ahead and zoom in now. And if we come over here to the wall, you can see it says a little something on there, flowing sap. A red sap flows from a crack in the wall here. It's very odd since the flow is upwards, not down. So that's a little creepy. And if you look down here on the bottom, you'll see a torn note. It appears this note is written with the soft-colored medium and in a child handwriting. So we'll go ahead and click on it and see what it says. What did we do wrong, Mum, Dad, Yilin, and I are starving, and it's been days since we've seen you. Why don't you answer our calls for help? Please, whatever we did, please. So that's very disturbing. A child's call out for help and nobody replied. And this is a rotten bowl of food. A heavy stench rises from the remaining bits of the food. You notice a trail of rat tracks leading away from the bowl. They seem to be heading back upstairs. So let's go ahead and follow the trail. As you see, there's a little wisp that popped up, and it will lead you to where we're going. Now it's actually heading over here to the little ledge, and there's an invisible room over here that you would not even have known that was here, with a large level 90 rat. Now he's not attacking right off the bat, so you can take your time to get him, and he's fairly easy. Now he was only level 90 because I was level 90, and as you can look around, there's nothing else in this room other than this rat and the little skeleton underneath it. Now your reward is this rat plushie. These are items you can put in your house, and they look like the actual animal. They even move around, they swing their tails, they breathe, and it also adds 50% status reduction for your house, or not 50%, but 50 status reduction. So go ahead and loot the item, and now the remains are here. The remains of the Forgotten One. These remains could have been inside of this cubby hole for ages. You should examine the remains. So you just left click on it. You dig around inside the remains and find a small copper key. Maybe this could be used to open up the room down in the cellar. So now that we have the key, we're going to go ahead and head back down there. We can just jump down because there it is right there. And so we're running through. And the cellar door is actually right behind this little tapestry. It's very easy to overlook. Get close enough, and the door opens. And if you look around, there's two small little kid ghosts in here, as well as some spiders and some other stuff. And if you look over here, scratching in the wall, it seems someone was trying to dig their way through the wall. You notice what looks like little bits of fingernails scratched into the surface of the brick. And as I said before we did this quest, it's a little disturbing. Didn't really have a happy ending for these people, especially when you're talking about these kids. I don't know why they put them in there like that, but have you come to play? All you had to do was get close enough to them, and then you release their spirit. The same thing with this one. Daddy, don't forget your tipping coin. It's on the desk by the puzzle box. And now she's gone too. So there's a little coin right here, a heavy coin. It seems to be some sort of heavy coin that was once used for currency. It has no value now. So you left click on it. And there's nothing clickable or anything else in this room. That's pretty much it. I'm not sure why they were ever locked down here. That's just wrong in my book. And it tells you the cup on the bar in the dining room has some sort of tipping jar. We saw that earlier, so that's where we're going to run and put the tipping coin in. You just left click on it. And it says, I have released the Lord's Spirit. My family, they are now free. Thank you, whoever you are. And then the quest says, I must find out what's truly haunting this house and release it from its curse. I should take a look at the attic. So aboard, the word entry is carved into the age face of this wooden board, but none of these doors open over here, so you can't do anything with them. And if you try going past this, you can't move. There's a cobweb, and it says you may be able to use the candle on the ledge. So you just left click on the candle, and the fire will eventually start here in a second. And as you can see, it's slowly eating through the cobweb, and the cobweb's slowly disappearing. Now if you don't want to wait for the illusion, you can just walk right through it. But if you give it a second, the entire thing will be eaten through, and will turn up into smoke. You'll see there's another large black spider here. And he is ready to attack, but he hasn't attacked yet. So we're going to go ahead and attack him. And as you can see, he dies rather easily after just 2 hits, even though he's level 90. So we're going to go ahead and loot the box. And you'll see there's another plushie. It has rent status reduction, 50. And you can see it's a spider, just the same creature you just killed. So go ahead and loot it. If you don't want these items, you can loot them and sell them on the broker. A roll of chewy candy flavored with licorice root extract. Now these items are used for trade skill. During this event, there's some special recipes that you can get, and I'll show you all of those as well. So now we want to head upstairs. or a little further upstairs into the attic. And as you can see, there's some sort of fog going on. Basically, there's a cemetery in here. This is a weird place to put a cemetery up in somebody's attic. But there's nothing to be clicked in here. Nothing over here in the corners. It's kind of an interesting little area, but there's nothing here. The only thing here that you can click on is this little book right here. And it's an old book. You cannot read what the book says. You might be able to get an idea of what it says by looking at the pictures. So you click on it. As you press the pictures of the book, you notice that the lady is touching the ward stone in front of you, and it appears to banish some of the undead. Now, if you see, these undead are actually getting hurt every time I touch the stone in front of me. And so you just keep clicking it, and these zombies will die. Now, if you don't click it fast enough, or you don't click it at all, the zombies will come out and attack you. And again, they're fairly easy to kill. But the stone is part of the quest, so you might as well use it. And you can just keep clicking it over and over and over and over again until all the zombies are dead. And there, those should be the last 3 right there. Oh, this was a nice one right there. So that was the end of the quest. I hope you guys didn't get too scared with that little guy that jumped up. Wasn't me, that was the game. And here he is right here. Haunted house tickets, come one, come all. So we're going to turn the quest back into him. And it says, you survived, good job, you've done real good. Here is your prize, come again. And I tell him, thanks, it was fun. So we're going to get these 2 items for sure. But we're going to have to pick one of these 3. Now, I just did this on one of my other characters before I did this quest, and I got this one. So I'm going to skip this one, and I'm going to go with one of the others. Now, this is the only... Where is it? There's one of these. So these are no trade, which means you can't buy these on the broker. This one, you can. There's going to be people who are selling them that did them on their alts or something like that, and they don't need the extra one. The same thing with this. You know, you can buy these on the broker. So you may want to consider that when picking which one you want to do, especially if you only have one character. These cannot be bought. So if you want to get them, you have to get them now. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the snake. And again, guys, if you like these videos, please hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment below. And I'll be doing the other Halloween events in the next episode. So thanks again for watching.